Today's lesson, let us try to learn how to express agreement or disagreement in Tagalog. Articulating your agreement or disagreement is an essential communication skill that effectively conveys your viewpoint on a subject. In Tagalog, mastering the expression of agreement or disagreement can enrich your conversations, whether in casual chats, academic debates, or professional settings. The ability to agree or disagree thoughtfully plays a vital role in nurturing relationships and promoting mutual understanding. If you want to express agreement, you can say oo, which means yes, or opo, which is the polite way of saying yes, or you can say tama, which means correct or right. Another is by saying sang-ayon ako, which means I agree, or totoo yan, which means that's true. Lastly, you can also say ganyan din ang naiisip ko, or it means I think so too. If you want to express disagreement, you can say hindi, which means no, or you can also insert po in the end if you want to politely say no. You can also say hindi ako sang-ayon, or it means I don't agree. You can also say mali yan, or that's wrong. Another is if you want to say that you have a different opinion, you can say iba ang opinion ko, which means I have a different opinion. Lastly, you can also say pasensya na pero, or it means sorry but, and then state your reason for disagreement. Here are sample phrases that uses the expression of agreement and disagreement in Tagalog. First, we have tama ka, mas maganda nga ang bagong plano. Or, you're right, the new plan is indeed better. Another, sang-ayon ako, kailangan nating aksyonan agad ito. Or, I agree, we need to act on this immediately. Another, pasensya na pero hindi ako sang-ayon sa desisyon na iyon. Or, I'm sorry but I don't agree with that decision. Lastly, iba ang opinion ko tungkol sa usaping ito. Or, I have a different opinion on this matter. In agreeing or disagreeing, it is often helpful to include polite expressions to maintain respect and courtesy. Some of the polite expressions in Tagalog that you can use are first, sa tingin ko, or in English it means in my opinion. Another, kung maaari, or in English, if possible. And lastly, you can also say sa palagay ko, or in English, I think. Now let us try and see if you can apply what you've learned today. Try to express. You want to say that you have a different opinion about the results. One of the ways that you can express this is by saying, pasensya na pero magkaiba tayo ng opinion. Or, I'm sorry, but we have different opinions. How about, how would you express that you share the same idea about the project's budget? You can say, pareho tayo ng naiisip tungkol sa budget para sa proyekto. How about, how would you say that you agree with his plan? One of the ways that you can say this is by saying, sang-ayon ako sa plano mo, or I agree with your plan. For the last practice, how will you say that you don't agree with their opinion? You can say, hindi ako sang-ayon sa opinion mo, or I don't agree with your opinion. Since we were able to answer the practice level, let us now try answering the assessment. For the first assessment, try to translate the following phrases from Tagalog to English. For the last assessment, translate the following expressions for agreement and disagreement in order to fill in the blanks.